Success is often imagined as something that appears once conditions are right, once confidence is high, resources are available, and momentum feels natural. In reality, success is almost always shaped when conditions are wrong, when effort feels heavier than reward, and when progress seems uncertain. Hard times are not a pause before success begins, they are the environment in which success is built. One of the first practical reasons hard times matter is that they expose how you behave when things stop working smoothly. When everything is going well, discipline, optimism, and consistency require very little effort. But when results slow down, plans fail, or motivation disappears, your habits are tested. For example, someone building a business may stay focused when sales are growing, but the real test appears when months pass without progress. Hard times force a choice between continuing with structure or slipping into inconsistency, and that choice gradually shapes your ability to succeed. Hard times also train patience in a concrete way. Success often requires doing the same work repeatedly without immediate feedback. Think of learning a new skill, applying for jobs, training physically, or building an audience. In these phases, effort rarely produces visible results at first. Hard times stretch the gap between action and outcome, forcing you to act without reassurance. This develops endurance, which later allows you to stay steady when success itself brings pressure and responsibility. Another practical benefit of hard times is focus. When energy, time, or confidence are limited, you can no longer afford distraction. For example, someone facing financial pressure quickly learns which tasks truly matter and which activities only feel productive. Comfort allows experimentation and excess, but difficulty demands clarity. Hard times strip away noise and force you to concentrate effort where it actually moves things forward. Hard times also build self-trust through evidence rather than belief. Each time you continue despite doubt, fatigue, or disappointment, you prove to yourself that you are capable of following through. This might look like continuing to study after failing an exam, maintaining training after losing progress, or showing up to work on a project that feels stalled. Over time, these moments accumulate into confidence that is stable, because it is based on what you've done, not what you hope will happen. Another important and very practical lesson of hard times is emotional control. Difficulty creates frustration, fear, and impatience. Many people allow these emotions to dictate decisions, leading to impulsive changes, quitting, or self-sabotage. Hard times teach you to pause, regulate, and choose your response intentionally. For example, receiving criticism or rejection can trigger defensiveness, but choosing to reflect instead of react builds maturity that later becomes essential in leadership and decision-making. Hard times also teach humility and adaptability. When plans fail, you are forced to learn, adjust, and improve. This might mean changing strategy, asking for feedback, or admitting that your original approach was flawed. People who experience only smooth success often struggle when conditions change, but those shaped by difficulty learn how to adapt rather than collapse. This adaptability becomes a major advantage when new opportunities arise. And here is a crucial practical truth. Even if success does not arrive immediately after hard times, that time is never wasted. The discipline, emotional control, focus, and resilience you build do not disappear if one opportunity fails. For example, someone who works hard on a project that never takes off still develops skills, work ethic, and problem-solving ability that carry directly into the next opportunity. Hard times raise your baseline capability, meaning you start the next chapter stronger than before. In many cases, hard times prepare you not for the success you originally wanted, but for a better aligned opportunity later. Someone may fail in one career path but emerge with clarity, discipline, and confidence that allow success in another. Without the hardship, that internal development would never have occurred. Hard times don't always deliver the outcome you expect, but they almost always deliver the growth you need. Hard times also filter intention in a very real way. Many people want success in theory, but only a few are willing to endure the process that creates it. Difficulty quietly separates interest from commitment. This is not punishment, but alignment. Those who stay through hard phases are the ones who develop the depth required to sustain success once it appears. It is also during hard times that values are tested practically. When shortcuts become tempting, when effort feels unrewarded, and when quitting seems reasonable, your choices define who you are becoming. Choosing integrity, consistency, and patience during these moments gives success structure and stability later. Without these tests, success would be fragile and easily lost. When you look closely at people who sustain success, you almost always find long periods of struggle behind the scenes. These phases are rarely visible or celebrated, but they are essential. They create the emotional maturity, discipline, and perspective needed to handle responsibility, pressure, and growth when success arrives. In the end, success does not come after hard times, but because of them. And even when success is delayed, redirected, or temporarily absent, hard times still serve their purpose. They shape you into someone more capable, more focused, and more resilient, increasing your chances of succeeding when the next opportunity appears. Difficulty is not a signal to stop, but a sign that you are being forged into someone stronger than before. If this way of thinking resonates with you and you want to keep exploring mindset, resilience, and long-term growth in a calm and practical way, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss future videos.